Hello, my loves. I am Mystic Goddess with your general reading. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign. So let's tap in and see what's coming through for you. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. Give me the truth, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. 2 more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, you have real love, real deal. So someone feels as though the union between the two of you is divine. Yeah, it's giving energy of them feeling as though nothing can break the connection between the two of you. But as I was shuffling, the card, someone's forgiving you, came out. So it lets me know that this person put you through a lot. Okay, some of you have decided to let the connection go and to focus on your peace. There are others of you who are still somewhat emotionally attached to this person. Okay, so you may not have fully released them spiritually, but this person is definitely not at peace because they feel as though you're releasing them. At the top of the deck, you have cold shoulder. So someone feels ignored by you. But I also feel like this person has a tendency to make it seem as though they're really busy or they have a lot going on. If it's not that, they just come off really distracted. But I feel like many of you have been trying your best to keep your distance from this person. Now, there could have also been a breakup between the two of you or some type of disconnect. Okay. And this person could be giving you the cold shoulder, or you could be doing that to them. Just take it however it fits. Give me another card. Someone's not at peace because they feel like you're ignoring them, and they may be used to being able to easily get your attention, or they may be used to you putting in effort. Deep down, of course, they do feel as though the bond between the two of you is true. They do feel as though the connection is long lasting, but something has definitely shaken things up here. All right, you have unfinished business. So this person may come toward you wanting forgiveness, or they could come toward you wanting to reconcile. Now, also, this is giving energy of this person making you feel as though you were needing to fix some type of issue with you, like you may have been the problem. Okay, but deep down, this person is fully aware that they have a lot of problems. Now, of course, we all do have issues, but I feel like this person would put everything on you and make it seem as though you're the one that's problematic. But yeah, someone's wanting your forgiveness. They've been reminiscing. They've been missing you. If there hasn't been any contact between the two of you, I feel as though this person, they're in some lonely energy. They could be using substances to cope with whatever has happened between the two of you. They may even be using certain substances or other distractions to try and numb their thoughts, their feelings, to try and block you out of their mind, but it's not working. There could have also been some type of disagreement between the two of you, or there could be one in the future. You have really committed this time. So I feel like this is someone who knows that you're in it for the long run. And what I mean by that is there could have been a point in time when you were really committed to this connection. and you truly were in it for the long run, many of you were loyal to this person or you are loyal to them, you were not about any games. This person was fully aware of that. But it's also giving energy of them taking advantage. Now, they may not have been fully ready for a commitment at the time that the two of you connected with each other. Okay? They may not have been ready to be vulnerable with you, but they don't want to lose you. Give me another card. For some of you, this person could come in talking about settling down. All right, you have avoidance here. So there are just certain things that they want to avoid when it comes to you or when it comes to this connection. For many of you, they want to avoid talking about where they messed up at. For some of you, this person has been going through a lot mentally. They may be reaching their breaking point. For some of you, they are in some desperate energy, but I feel like it has to do with life in general. For some of you, this person could be going through some type of financial issue, or a lot of their choices are just coming back to bite them. They feel as though their life is in flames at the moment, but this is also someone who tends to self-sabotage. So whatever they're going through at the moment, it's on them. They put themselves in that predicament. For some of you, this person has been in hiding, or they could feel that way about you. Okay. They're also conflicted. They've been trying to do some introspection, but they don't cope well with feeling guilty or knowing that they're wrong. So in other words, this is the type of person who will go into hiding when they know that they're wrong, instead of apologizing or instead of facing the issue. At the top of the deck, you have unknown caller. So if this person has been avoidant, if there hasn't been any contact between the two of you, some of you could notice certain numbers playing on your phone. You could notice weird requests on social media. Now that message is very specific, so please don't force it to fit. And this is going to be extremely specific. Please do not force this to fit. For some of you, this person could text you, or they could call you, and they could make it seem as though it was a mistake, like they meant to call someone else. They didn't mean to call you at all. They could make it seem as though they sent a text message to the wrong person. Or they could even text you from a fake number. Just take it however it fits. You also have heart repair here. So I feel like many of you are in the energy of healing. Okay, some of you do want to repair things with this person. You do want to rebuild when it comes to trust. I feel like there was a point in time when you felt as though love would always win, but you could be looking at the connection as something that needs more than just love. And I want to say that came out in yesterday's reading as well. With lessons learned here, you guys have learned a lot of tough lessons. Okay, I feel like you're focused on your growth. You're focused on leveling up. It's like certain things that you tolerated in the past, you would never tolerate those things today. And even if you do still have certain things that you need to work on, I feel like you've still learned a lot of lessons and you're applying those lessons. That's the difference. So whatever you've gone through with this person, it wasn't in vain. I feel like you learned a lot about yourself. Okay. And you've grown a lot. Many of you are realizing just because you love someone or just because you're in love with someone, it doesn't mean that they're good for you, or it doesn't mean that you always have to try and fix things with them. Give me another card. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. Now, also, remember what I was telling you guys about this person possibly making it seem as though they didn't mean to call you or they didn't mean to text you. They could even call you and hang up really quickly, something along those lines. Now, for others of you, this person could make it seem as though someone has been playing on their phone or someone has been playing on social media, and they could ask you about it, but just know that's only a way for them to reach out to you. It's like instead of facing you directly or coming to you directly, they're gonna do it in somewhat of of an indirect manner. All right, you have back together here. So some of you are going to have a fresh new start with this person, okay? Also, when they do come toward you, they're going to make it seem as though they just want the two of you to be at peace with each other. They want good vibes only. They're willing to put in the work if you're willing to put in the work. But see, for many of you, it's like you're just fed up with it. Okay, now there are some of you who do want another chance with this person. You do want the two of you to make things work, or you're wanting to get back together. But at the same time, you're not willing to hand over your power. And I don't blame you. Yeah, I also feel like this is someone who's just a bad communicator. Some of you don't even want to talk to this person. Now, also, even if they walked away from you or they stopped talking to you, if this person ghosted you, regardless of the situation, okay, I do feel like they still want a new start with you, or they're wishing for another chance. At the top of the deck, you have toxic love. So the issue with this person is that they're dysfunctional. Okay, for many of you, they are dysfunctional, and it's a pattern when it comes to them. I also feel like this person has two sides to them. There are moments when they're passionate, when they're pleasant to be around, when they can be really charming, but there are other times when they can be manipulative and just really toxic in general. Give me another card. All right, you have 1111, and that card came out crossing. So some of you may be noticing angel numbers, specifically 1111, 111, 222, 1234, or 1212. Okay. You may be noticing some synchronicities. Now, also, they're noticing the same. Now, it may not necessarily be angel numbers that they're noticing, but there's something specifically happening around them that they feel is giving them certain clues in regards to you or in regards to the connection. Now, also, just know that everything is happening in divine timing. So if there has been a breakup or a disconnect between the two of you, I just feel like everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. Now, also, for some, this could be a twin flame union with pop-up being at the bottom of the deck. Some of you can expect an unexpected phone call from this person, and an unexpected visit, or them just being spontaneous out of nowhere. Now, I do feel like they're being pushed emotionally to come toward you, even though they're not the most confident about it. This is someone who can be stubborn, selfish, guarded. They just like to have things their way. At the top of the deck, you have caught. So this is going to be extremely specific. Please don't force it to fit. For some of you, this person could start calling you out of nowhere. They could start coming by your home out of nowhere. And if they start doing that, it's because they're trying to catch you up in something. This is someone who's been doing some detective work, okay? They think that you have some type of secrets. They think that you have something going on behind the scenes, and they want to expose it. It's almost like they want to surprise you or shock you. They want to catch you in the moment. It's so weird. And of course, I'm not saying that any of you are doing anything that you feel needs to be hidden, but this person is kind of obsessed with exposing you. So if they just pop up at your home out of nowhere, if you see them driving past your home out of nowhere, driving past your job, if all of a sudden they call you out of nowhere, it's because they're trying to see what you have going on, trying to see if there's any cars parked out in your yard, trying to see if they can hear someone in the background. And for some of you, if this person were to come to your home, I wouldn't be surprised if they're kind of nosy, kind of looking around. So when you're not looking, they could be checking out the environment, trying to see if they can find anything out of place or if they can find anything that would be indicative of someone else being in your home. Give me another card. Now that is crazy. Instead of just asking, they would rather do their detective work. All right. You have feeling it again. That card wanted to come out crossing a little bit. So some of you are in the energy of thinking that you will never feel the same way about this person ever again. All right. You may still have feelings for them. You may still love them, but you may feel like the connection wasn't genuine on both sides. Okay. Like the spark is gone. And to be honest with you, they feel that way as well when it comes to their thoughts about you. And what I mean by that is they feel as though you will never feel the same way about them again. You'll never see them the same way. They'll never be able to get that same affection from you again. With hurting being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like them having thoughts of you never feeling the same way about them ever again, it really hurts this person. It makes them feel rejected. I do feel like for some of you, this person may have a lot of things going on in their life. So they could be stressed out or suffering from depression. And the thought of losing the way that you love them, it hurts. For some of you, they've even cried. Okay, they may not ever admit it, but they've cried. They've cried to thoughts of you. For some of you, they've cried looking at photos of you, looking back at old text messages, things such as that. Okay, this person is a lot more fixated on you than you're aware of. And even if they have started dealing with someone else, you're still on their mind. You are still on their mind. You have conflict resolution. So I do feel like this person's going to come in trying their best to compromise, or at least making it seem that way. I just don't feel like they're the best at compromising, okay? But they do want to make amends with you. They're hoping for a positive outcome. But for some of you, there's something that they've done that they feel like you hold a grudge about, or they feel like you haven't let go. So they don't know if they would truly be able to rebuild trust. Give me another card. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit. There's something different this time around. I'm telling you, this could be an off and on connection between the two of you. There could have been a lot of times that the two of you have broken things off just to make things back up again. But there is something different about this time where this person feels like, man, I may have really lost Mystic Goddess's viewer, or man, like I really messed things up to the point where he or she doesn't look at me the same, and probably never will. All right, you have teamwork love here. So I feel like this person isn't good when it comes to teamwork. Okay. It should have been where the two of you can get through it all together by putting in mutual effort. But instead, I feel like it was you trying to keep things together through it all. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Instead of we got this, it was more like you got this. You may have even felt like you were in a relationship with yourself, or you had a partner that just wasn't present. At the top of the deck, you have fighting. So the two of you have already had arguments about this, or I feel like it's been brought to this person's attention Okay, now for some of you, they may have even accused you of not putting in much effort. But with the card coming out crossing, it lets me know that this person knows that they haven't been doing their part. Also, because you felt alone in the connection, it may have caused you to feel as though it was one-sided. For some of you, this person has poor communication skills, or they're the type that's really detached. I feel like you just don't trust this person. You just don't feel safe with them. But it's not for any reason. Like, it's not because you're just feeling that way. You feel that way for a reason. I'll put it that way. Give me one more card. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit. All right, you have mind games here. So I do feel like this person may come in trying to test you. Also, one of the ways that they tend to test you is by pretending to be emotionally unavailable. Okay, they will become emotionally unavailable, then they will study you, they will analyze you. Okay, they will even pull away just to test you, to see if you will come running, to see if you will try to make amends, or if you will try to fix things. It's a really toxic thing. It's really toxic. And then if you don't chase after them, or if you don't come in trying to fix things, they'll make it seem as though you're the problem, when the phone works both ways. It's so weird. Also, this person could feel as though they're under spiritual attack. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they literally will gaslight you just to test you. It's like they do certain things. They use certain mind game tactics to test you, to determine how to move in the future when it comes to you. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. This is just a really toxic individual. No wonder many of you are just fed up with them. It's going to be so important for you to remain in your power. If there hasn't been communication between the two of you, and you are wanting to hear from this person, if they did wrong by you, or if they walked away from you, let them do the work. Let them do the work. They want to be with you. They do want to work things out, or they want the two of you to remain connected, but it comes with terms and conditions, and it's not in their terms and conditions don't work in your favor. It just doesn't. There are too many sacrifices that would have to be made on your part. But yeah, they feel like the two of you have unfinished business with each other. Okay, even though they are being avoidant, and by avoidant, I mean they could be distant. This person could be avoiding certain conversations. They're trying to avoid their feelings. For some of you, they could even be trying to avoid accountability. Just take it however it fits. But I feel like this person doesn't realize that the way that they behave, it's a turnoff. And it makes you look at them different. I feel like they notice initially that you would behave a certain way when they would pull back, when they would be avoidant, when they would go in hiding, when they would ghost you. And they liked the way it made them feel when you would chase after them, or when you would be the one to try and fix things, when you would try and prove your love. I feel like they got off on it, and they would keep using that tactic, using it to the point where it just doesn't have the same effect anymore. So they may not have understood that their mind games, the testing you, them being emotionally unavailable, them being detached, being avoidant, ghosting you, going into hiding. I feel like they kind of taught you how to live without them. Okay, or they made it easier. Wow. All right. And so that is the reading. Everyone, if you guys resonated with this, or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.